So there are times that you just see lots of seaweeds just coming from the bottom of the ocean and just flying your shores, and there are times that the seashore is beautiful. There are times you have hurricanes and you have tsunamis, and then you have tornadoes and you have all type of things, earthquakes, and sometimes you have earthquakes, so so if the earth have a gas and things and it bursts down gas, then you're in trouble. So definitely within that whole spirit of praying and fasting, the Lent, growing up, we never even used to eat no chicken, no beef, no pork, nothing, just mackerel, and there never used to be no you can't have no dance, all rum shops closed. Age 45 and 46, 47, 40 and 50. These are people who actually got to experience that level of discipline. A time whereby there were binding principles when it comes to our morality. What we consider to be good and what we consider to be bad. So imagine that. I'm not Catholic, I'm a Rastafari. Before these times we live in now, during Lent, that's why you never have carnival during Lent. Right after carnival, right after Lent, you can go and you go carnival. But during Lent, you cannot do that. So it always afforded people an opportunity to structure, avoid the red meat and all these different aspects, right? And come to that sense of spirituality and help to balance themselves in a manner whereby as a people, they could develop a sense of conscience, right? They are considerate, they are empathetic, they think of others, they fulfill their responsibilities, the word actually means something. We are in a time, not just because of the youths or because the youths did something wrong. We are in a time whereby society have deteriorated so much that to the extent that we have no systems that are in place that guarantees the guiding of the youths into that path of goodness. As we always say, there's a polarity whereby a parent could say, well, oh boy, I teach my child everything, but when my child go out into the world, boy, and all them temptations, all them things, the child will end up to be anything. And the polarity is that you could teach your child bad, but because society is so good, with all the badness, the child come out of the home, when they get them to self-correct. Well, how you passing in that saying good morning? Say good morning, boy. Right? Say, pardon me, say please. How for society they would have things in place whereby even if that child comes out of a bad space, when they go into that societal space, the byproduct becomes something good and wholesome. So when we come to the point, as human beings, right, as young people, 19 and 20 and 15 and 16, whereby you could take a gun and you could shoot a baby, a 3-year-old. I have a 3-year-old child, that just turned 4, and I still love my grandmother. I still love my grandmother. I love my grandmother. Come on, my grandmother is my mother, right? And when it is that as a society, we have come to the point whereby a young man that's him up in the air, the way they've children, a 3 or 4-year-old, send him up in the air and put them upside down and tickle their feet, and you understand? You are in that mental space whereby you could violently shoot a baby, 3-4 times. So this is an example of the state that we are in as a people. And that's not limited to St. Lucia. St. Lucia is the worst place in the world. That's a byproduct of society. Our society have created that. The homes, the schools, the churches, the groups, the work sites. That's the byproduct. So that don't come out of nothing. So then now, how do we now as a people look at what our ways have been for the past 20 years and begin to critically analyze our ways and then begin to make conscious changes. Death of your own